What's going on, everybody? RedWolfVion here with another Gundam Battle Operation 2 suit overview video. Today's video we'll be going over the full armor Gundam. It is a level 1 support starting at cost of 450. Looking at the main kit, you have the twin beam rifle and the beam saber. The sub weapons is 360mm cannon. You got the head mounted Vulcans, of course, and you have the missile bay chest. I'd like to point out that the twin beam rifle is something you cannot focus fire or focus charge. It's just more of a sporadic shoot. Very responsive. The cannon, you must stop to shoot it, but it's pretty nice. Hits hard. Head mounted Vulcans, just like all other suits, it's ideally for tipping that enemy off, finishing them, or aiming infantry units. And the missile bay is an interesting thing, and we'll get there later in the video. Looking at our skills, we have high performance radar, high performance scope, both at level 2. As you guys know, things like this is standard for the support suits. You have observational data link, which is another thing that is key to being a support suit, where you can see the HP of enemies, allowing you to actually look through, well, essentially seeing them through walls. Now you have the Frontline support system, which gives a 10% discount for the time required to sortie again after your suit's been destroyed for you and everyone on the team. You have your leg shock absorber level 2, which isn't bad. However, we're going to go about some things to suit because it is one of the slower support suits at this cost at 450. It has a speed of flat 100 and thrusters of 40. It is a very slow suit, so you have to be very, very careful. You have your anti-blast stabilizer, which is awesome as a support suit, so you don't get staggered by stuff, and you have the aerospace gimbal. Now, when it comes to building it, there's a few different ways you can go. My preference, however, is to prioritize my ballistic loading, and then after that, I would prioritize my range damage output. And maybe you can mix it up. You can get auxiliary generator to give a little bit of a bump to your cooldown of your main weapons, or you can go more defense. In the video, you'll see that I'm using anti-melee armor and just like one auxiliary generator, because that's honestly this suit. If you get caught, you're probably not going to escape. It's really hard to escape with this suit, so the best bet is don't get caught. When using this suit in combat, it is very, very important that you keep your distance. A lot of times people might be close to range of support, but this suit is slow, it's moving, it's difficult to escape. So without further ado, you have your double beam rifle, which you can shoot about twice before it even starts to get close to overheating. If you shoot it 3 times, you will go into overheat. You have your beam saber, which acts as all regular beam sabers. You don't have combat controls, so you can only swing once before you're forced to dash cancel. Your cannon is actually neat because it staggers on hit. Ballistic, it's very nice. They take that little back step and be very careful. Your missile bay, I will say be very careful, because if you shoot too close or too far, it's not going to hit because it comes as an arc. A trick I like to do is actually aim at the ground to hit my enemies, and if the missiles hit, some of the missiles hit, they'll actually take a stagger. It's like I said, keep your distance away from your enemies. I used to play with this suit a lot. I kind of dropped off because there was a lot more support suits that got introduced that I preferred. This is definitely a really cool suit. It's definitely a nice walking fortress in between. It has enough weaponry, but not too much. That may not make sense, but some players out there, it may be overwhelming. This is a good learning suit because you pretty much only have 3 projectiles outside of your head Vulcans to worry about, and it gets you used to a nice rotation. So you could do missile bay, switch to your cannon, shoot the legs, get another stagger, and just shoot the beam rifle and burn someone down. Be very careful again because you only have 6 missiles before reload, but they reload relatively quick. Your cannon is pretty good because you have 8 shots before you have to reload, and that also reloads rather quick. So the most important thing using this suit, guys, would be to keep your distance, be very careful, or make sure you have some backup or some protection anytime you're camping somewhere. The higher you are with the suit, the better. You want to definitely get the vantage point for a lot of your shots. So use the missile bay very sparingly in terms of distance, because you have to just get used to the range. The range isn't not the greatest, but it can actually be a very good defense tool if you aim it and shoot it properly. That being said, guys, I think that's pretty much all I would like to cover for this suit. If there's anything I left out, let me know. If there's something I forgot, let me know. If something I was wrong, let your boy know. But hopefully, if you get your hands on the suit, test it out, see what happens, and hopefully you'll try some of the other full armor Gundam suits. If you haven't seen the full armor Type B suit overview, check that out, as well as some of the other full armor overviews. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking this out. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.